Well, guys, it's fall. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny afternoon, about 4:30. And we're going to lose light fast here, but I'm going to get out anyway. We've got 74 degrees. I mean, unbelievable. Just gorgeous, glorious, whatever. Got some beautiful fall foliage still on the trees. So we're going to get going down Dewey's Mill Pond down here. This is the first time I've had a pickup truck to haul my kayak. But this is not the greatest situation. This is kind of a short bed pickup truck of mine, and so it's not great, but I've got it tied in. It's not going to go anywhere. So, all right, let's get going. We're going to get down to Dewey's Mill Pond, do some kayaking. Well, guys, this is why I'm not going to go in the Dewey's Mill Pond today. I've hated this all season. They don't do anything to clean up the just completely choked lily pads all through this pond, and then when they finally begin to rot, they just make a big slimy mess everywhere. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just back up my pickup truck and pull it out and go right over on the Ottauquechee River, which runs right parallel to the pond here, and that's all right. We can get in and out of there fine, and it's still pretty over there. So let's get going. We'll get the kayak out and get over to the Ottauquechee. All right, we're gonna get going here in a minute. I'm gonna get my life jacket on, just because I told my wife I would. I don't want to be a liar. Beautiful, beautiful evening. I don't know if you remember, but this is the kayak that was behind my brother's house. There were two of them back there, and had a windstorm on the Cape, which is not uncommon. And a big old tree limb came down and cracked both of these kayaks. Well, one my brother has and this one. And the bottom was badly cracked. I mean, for about a 13-inch split down the center of the bottom. And the seat that I'm sitting in was cracked too. just a big old split. And kind of researched and figured out how to weld hard plastic. There's a name, I can't remember something HP, which stands for hard plastic. Anyway, I can't remember what it's called, but both my brother and I did a weld job, plastic weld job on our kayaks, and they're both up and running. This one, the crack was so bad I had to put, I reinforced it with stainless steel screen wire inside the weld, so that it's not just hard plastic sealed, sealed against the other, the hard plastic split, but it has screen wire in the split to give it strength. And anyway, lovely evening. Quit talking. It's just beautiful out here. Can't believe it's so warm. It's so comfortable. About 74, 75 degrees. Sun setting. And I think we may actually go up to the rock up here. I think that would be neat. So one thing I never got to last year. Afraid that may be too much of a glare on the camera here. I may head for the other side. I cannot believe how shallow it is. I bet this is only about 2 feet deep right here. I'm not going to try that. I don't want to upset the apple cart or my kayak. I was going to put the blade of the paddle down and test the depth, but not while we're underway. I don't need these on. There we go. It's been a long time since we've had rain, so there's almost no current going down. Well, there is a current, but it's not a visible one. After we have some hard rainstorms and everything, this river moves right along. It's not you don't get into rapids until you get up above here. There's a section where, matter of fact, I'm seeing it right. Well, you're not gonna be able to see it, but so look around the bend here. I can see that area where it's very, very shallow and got a lot of stones on the bottom, and it kind of has some rapids type look to it. You wouldn't be able to take a kayak up in there. Okay, we're coming to the big rock. What I love to see in the middle of the summertime, when you get to this point, there'll be ducks sitting out on this rock. You know, it's like a little rock island in the middle of the river. And there'll be several ducks lined up. Well, good for me. I kind of backed away from this last time because there was quite a bit of current last time I was in here, and I didn't bother to. I want to just show you this. This is what I'm talking about right here. Isn't that cool? Look at this. Now you can see the current coming down out of the rapid area up above. If you watch the leaves float by, you can tell there's a current here. Okay, so we're going to go around the back side of the rock and start down on the other side of the river. You'll often want to come out of here with my fishing pole and fish around this rock. Just back around so we can get a look at the rock again before we head down the other side of the stream. It's a substantial piece of ledge, that's for sure. Alright, let's get started on the other side. This year, after the snows went out, the river level went down quite a bit, and that part of this is all controlled by the dam down below, the Ottauquechee Dam. And what happened is we ended up with these broad, let me see, these broad areas along the riverbank that extend way out into the water now, that is all rock and stone. That's up at this area. Now we get down a little lower, and it's just mud flats. And boy, that's an area where you see the ducks. A lot of ducks just coming and going off the little mud flats there. Yeah, anybody who's a Vermonter, there's just no finer place in all the world to be than in Vermont. I was born and raised here. Born in Springfield, Vermont. One town south of here, actually about 45 minutes an hour south of here. Same hospital room that my wife was. And grew up down in Bennington County till my dad bought a little 9-acre farm in South Shasbury, Vermont. What a marvelous place that was. Way out in the boonies, 7 miles out on dirt roads. Just beautiful. We lived right down below a beaver pond. Matter of fact, the stream from the beaver pond ran right through our farm. And we would go up there and catch some marvelous fish. It was a beautiful, beautiful place. Okay, it's getting really shallow over here, like inches. So I'm going to head back for the other side. This is not worth cutting along that edge. We need to get out where there's some water depth under here. I'm going to be walking down the bank trying to haul this thing. There we go, that's a little better. Well, I had the idea in mind of going down the opposite bank with this kayak, but I am not even going to try it because it is so shallow over there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe how there's just so much of mud coming up through. Okay. Well, that's interesting. There's a rope swing right over there for somebody to swing off the bank and into the river. Look at that. Huh. Not a lot of water depth to be dropping into. I think we're going to go a little down past the landing where we put in and then come back. Load it up. Beautiful, beautiful evening. The foliage is pretty much gone by, but there's still some color. A little bit of those kind of rusted up hues in the mountain there. The preacher's home where I live is just under the crest of what's called Hurricane Hill, and it goes very, very steeply up behind the preacher's home there, and there's nothing but woods all around us. We don't have any neighbors, and I hunt up in there. But once you get up there, it gets to a flattened out area, and then it just goes almost straight up to a ridge. And there's a house way, way up on top of the ridge, but you can't even see it from down below. It's so far up and away from the edge there. Just a bear came by last night, but didn't do much damage. He pulled one of the one of the bird feed rods. You know, those iron rods you stick down in the ground to hold on to your bird feeders. He pulled one of those down a little bit, and he also got into the compost, and that was pretty mild. I mean, we've been rated where, you know, bird feeders that completely disappear up into the woods. You know, they can pretty much do a lot of damage. Oh wow, look at that. Huh, I don't know what that was. Last summer, one of the guys I studied the Bible with died. As a matter of fact, I was the one that found him. And after he died, let's just put it this way. He and his brother used to come down here and fish a lot. And so, after he died, I went ahead and brought his ashes down here and put it in right where he and his brother used to fish. So, it was a sad thing. Ed was a good man. Had some great Bible studies together in his kitchen. see if we can turn this around. I'm not going to be able to do it, and I don't want to chance it while I'm out on the water. Last thing in the world I want is to have this camera go take a plunge, and that'll be the end of the video. So thanks a lot for stopping by Kayaking Vermont, or Restoring Little Girl, or Old Timers. I got a bunch of. Listen, you guys, check out my channel, okay? There's a lot of stuff on there. Mostly sailing, mostly restoring my boat and sailing. But check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I have several episodes of Kayaking Vermont, and I think I've only got about 4 or 5 episodes on there. All right, we're coming in. This has been awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Aha, we are here. All right, guys. Let me take this out now. Okay, so, hey, thanks for coming by. Enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye. This is all about an evening out on the Ottauquechee River, but other than that, just to let you know, I'm coming up this coming Sunday, which is just a week away, less than a week away. We're heading down to the Cape, and I'll get back aboard Little Girl, and we're going to start getting some, getting the accoutrements, bow pulpit, etc., all that, lined up, marking everything, kind of getting the preliminaries done for getting the boat put back together before summer, hopefully. And boy, I'd like to get her in this next summer. I'd love to just finally get Little Girl back in the water so we can do some sailing. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this. This is a marvelous evening I spent out on the Ottauquechee River here in the fall months. Just really beautiful out one evening, and I'll let you take a look. Thanks. Bye.